Guys, the stuff I'm about to say, you don't hear from me. You don't hear from me enough, the things I'm about to say. First, St. Gabriel and, of course, St. Bridget. You need to know that I love watching you do what you do as parishes. I love hearing about what you do, both from those in the parish and those from so many outside of the parish. I love hearing about these things. I love getting to be a part of it, of your parish's life. And I am absolutely, utterly undeserving of being called your pastor. But such has been God's utterly and absolutely gracious will that I do get that great privilege. And on this day, the day of our great patronal feast day, St. Gabriel the Archangel, I am most grateful. I am most grateful that I get to be a part of this. And I want to take some time to enumerate why I am grateful to God for you. And first, I want to start by saying how grateful to God I am for our parish's staff. You may not know that having a parish staff is actually a luxury compared to Catholic parishes throughout the world, and even in our own diocese. And without the sacrifices that you, our parishioners, make, we could not have such a talented staff. But also without that talented and faith-filled staff and dedicated staff, our parishes would surely be but a shadow of what we are and are becoming. Staff, we are grateful to you for the job that you do, but mostly because you do it and treat it as more than a job. You truly minister to God's people and to our parish. So much of what our parishes do and seek to do would be impossible without you. Thank you for working here in this part of our Lord's vineyard. And to our school principal and all of our school staff, I am grateful to God for you. We know that Catholic schools are not an easy ministry for a parish. In fact, if you ask any pastor, the most difficult part of any parish ministry is oftentimes the school. And I'm sure our school staff would echo that. And many people can work at a Catholic school, but I'm convinced every single day, that without the exact people that we have working in our school, the challenges of providing a Catholic education would be too overwhelming for our parish. It would be impossible without the exact people that we have in our school. And the willingness of our school staff to sacrifice and always do what it takes ensures that St. Gabriel's School continues to be a school that helps parents educate and raise up and form saints. I give thanks to God for our school's parents. The Catholic school, as we all know, does not work without you. Our parents today deservedly take their place in that long, over a century-long tradition of those dedicated parents who have sent their kids to St. Gabriel's School. Thank you, parents, for unwaveringly giving of your very, very precious time. To our leadership committees and councils, I give thanks to God for you. Our Pastoral and Finance Council, School Commission, our Combined Liturgy Committee, our Properties and Facilities Committee, the Beacon of Hope Collaboration Team. Guys, these folks consistently give sound advice. They consistently stand ready to move into action. They consistently remain ambitious about moving our parishes forward according to God's will. They consistently work with care, wisdom, and patience. And most astoundingly, they do all this for nothing but love of God, love of our parish, and hope for our wider community. I give thanks to God for our catechists, RCIA, and our ACT team. The charge to pass on the mysteries of Jesus Christ and his church on earth is not an easy task. Yet it is one that you take on so generously, you catechists. You ensure that the same saving message that was first preached by the apostles on that first Pentecost is the same message that we hear in the year 2017. We still hear that same good and saving news of Jesus Christ because of you. I give thanks to God for our liturgical ministers and our musicians. A hallmark of Catholic worship is one of great reverence, because here in this place is where we encounter the God of the ages. Your witness, ministers and musicians, your witness of reverence helps us all beyond what we can readily see. It lifts us all to the heights of heaven. And it testifies, your reverence, that time spent in worship together is privileged and sacred time. It is a time like no other time in our days and in our weeks. And you remind us always that such time spent deserves our reverence, our care, and our intentional preparation. I give thanks to God for our adoration crew and our charismatic prayer group. Our God is worthy and worth whatever sacrifice of prayer we can give him. And every Tuesday night, you all gather and make a tremendous and lengthy sacrifice of prayer and adoration of the Blessed Sacrament and in unbounded praise of Jesus Christ. I have no idea how much grace your prayers have won for this parish. To all of our pastoral ministry teams, I give thanks to you and give thanks to God for you. Our bereavement ministry, hospital and nursing home and homebound ministry, our pro-life committee, our volunteers and organizers of the Thanksgiving Senior Citizen Dinner and community meal, our new at-risk mentoring program, and our blood draw organizers. I give thanks to God for all of you. Pope Francis has described parish churches as a field hospital for the wounded. And your ministries ensure that our parish can and does respond to the needs of our own, in our parish, and beyond. You ensure that our Lord's healing presence diffuses far and wide, whether it be toward those who are yet unborn, the unemployed, the poor, the disabled, the lonely, the grieving, the sick and infirmed, or the aged. Through your service, our field hospital for the soul stands ever ready to receive new patients. I give thanks to God for our St. Anne's Altar Society, the D of I, the Knights of Columbus, the Fourth Degree Knights, and the Ladies Auxiliary. One of the precepts of our faith binds us as Catholics to provide for the needs of the church. And we know that the needs are varied and many. These Catholic, charitable, and fraternal organizations have never, ever said no in the many ways that they support and provide for our parish and its many works. Rather, you have been ready and willing and eager to provide our parish the support it needs. I give thanks to God for our church cleaning crews, Your willingness to clean and pick up after us saves our parish thousands of dollars each and every year. And while that alone is worthy of our gratitude, what's more is that you do it because our Lord is worthy of a clean house. We are grateful that we have you to ensure that we can always meet our Lord in this beautiful home of his. I give thanks to God for everyone who helps organize our Share the Lights, our Fall Festival, our Chicken at the Fair, and our auction. These incredible events are considered fundraisers for our parish. Yet I've never heard a single parishioner walk away from one of these events and say, "Father, I'm really glad we raised money for our parish." And that's because these fundraisers are more than fundraisers because of you. They are real opportunities for us to celebrate, to evangelize, to welcome home, and to welcome for the first time. I give thanks to God for our sons and daughters of St. Gabriel, our youth group. At his welcome presser, Archbishop Thompson had this to say to our youth: "You are the church today, not somewhere down the road. You are not the so-called future of the church. You are needed here, you are needed now. Our parish needs you now. And not only have you never let us down in our need, you, our youth, continue to exceed all of our expectations." And to all the children of our parish and school, I give thanks to you. Jesus Christ promised to make all things new. And my young brothers and sisters, my little brothers and sisters in the faith, you remind us that Jesus Christ has never once forgotten that promise. The new life and joy God gives our parish through you is a life and joy which not one of us is deserving of. But we old people are so grateful that God and you decide every day to share it still. You are one of our parish's most precious gifts. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being an awesome parish. And I know there's folks here from St. Bridget, and I echo that to you as well on behalf of St. Bridget. Through the intercession of our great patron, St. Gabriel the Archangel, may the Lord continue to bless and keep each one of you, and may he continue to bless the work of our hands.